So I'm here in my SQL Server Management Studio, and let's start by implementing the select query, a simple select query. At first, I'll be using select star statement. So select star from, let's say, department, uh, and I'll execute it. So we have 4 rows: 1, 2, 3, 4 department IDs: A, B, C, D, E, F, D, E, F, G, H, I. Then I can use select star from employee, and we have 6 rows and we have all the columns. So we have retrieved all the data using this select statement. Supposedly, if I want to see only employee ID, name, and the salary, then I can do so like this. Or I can do it like emp underscore ID, comma name, comma salary from employee. So execute, and here are these three columns to me. So select star means getting all the columns, and if we specify some column, we will get only those columns which are specified. This gives us ease of rearranging the columns as well. Supposedly, I just cut it and paste, and then I need a comma here, and need to remove this comma. Let me press F5 or execute. Here are the columns. So we have first name, employee ID, salary. So we can rearrange the columns as we want. If you have noticed, if I type say select star, it will give in the order it is stored in the table like that. If I just expand the columns, see emp ID, name, phone number, and so on. So it will be in the order as exists in the table structure, but with this query, we can, if we specify the column, we can rearrange as them. Supposedly I want address, I want salary, and then I want name. So I can just execute, and I have these three arranged in the order I specified. So this is a simple statement. And now, before going to where clause, let us understand the operators first. So we have arithmetic operators. This double hash means a comment in SQL. So I have commented out these operators here. So I have arithmetic operators, that is plus, minus, multiply, divide, and modulus. Plus we means is to add, minus to subtract, this is multiplying, this is division, and this is the remainder, to find the remainder of the division operation. So let us suppose we want to add some, like 10 plus 15 say, and I'll give some column name. I can give column name and alias to some column, like either I can use as, or I can simply type the name like sum, or say plus, then 15 minus 10, say minus, then I'll use say multiply 15 into 10, I'll say product, then I'll say division, like 15 divided by 10, divide, or say division, and then 15 modulus 10, I'll say remainder. Let me execute this. I am not using any table name here, not from, not table, because this is just a calculation and I'm not selecting anything from the table. So this is allowed in SQL Server, not in Oracle. In Oracle we need to use from dual. If we want to perform such operations where we don't want anything from table, then we have a built-in table name as dual. We use the statement and then from dual. If I show you, it will be like that, from dual. but here I cannot use because SQL Server doesn't allow me to do that. So let me just click on execute and see the results. So we have plus 25, 5, 150, 10, 1 is 10, so 1, 10, 15, 10, 1 is 10, and I have 5 as my remainder. If I want to see the result in, say, numeric, I'll just put 0.0 here and I'll execute it. So I'll have exact division in fractions. If I want to say change, I only want 2 digits, I'll use cast function 15 by 10 as numeric. I'll use, say, 10 comma 2, so division. Now what will this do? This 10.0 will convert it into a decimal value, and this numeric will give it as a data type numeric, and it will show up to me up to 2 digits after decimal. So let me execute this, and now I have 1.50. So this is how we can perform arithmetic operations, but we can do these arithmetic operations in a table as well. So if, say, from employee, I'll just execute it, and I want to add something. I want to see, I'll see the original salary, so I'll use it salary as. I may or may not use as, but I'm using it as because, and now I'm using name, so I use it as current salary. Why I've used quotes? Because if I don't use single quotes, I need to have only one full word. I cannot have a space in between. If I want to have space in between the name of the column, then I will have to use these single quotes. Otherwise I can use it like, say, current underscore salary. Oops. It's current underscore salary, and then I can use like salary. I'll say if I want to add, say, 5,000 to each salary, or I can, if I want that salary be multiplied by 2, that is doubling a salary, or let's say multiplying it by 1.5, and I'll say it as numeric. I have to cast it, so I'll use cast salary into 1.5 as numeric. Again I'll use 10 digits comma, let's say 3, and then I'll use, say, I want a percentage here, say, so I use salary into, if I want to increase it by 10%, say 10 divided by 100 plus salary. I can do that as well, so I'll use it, and then I need to give some name as well, so this is add amount, say, as add underscore amount, and then as multiply, I'll say, as times of salary, I'll say 1.5 of salary, 1.5 times, I'll say, and then salary into then 10% of salary. I'll say it as 10% of salary from employee. So let me execute this one, and we have various salaries. Current salary is 26,000. If I would add 5,000, it will be 31,000. If I we have some wrong calculations in 10% of salary. This is because I have to use 0.0 to convert them into numeric. It was considering them as 0, so I'll just click execute here, and now I have the correct salary. I have to cast this one as well, I think, so I can use cast here, same like that, cast as numeric, and then say 10,0, and then I'll just execute it again, and we'll have arithmetic operations like our current salary is 26,000, add amount is 31,000, and now if I multiply my salary with 1.5, then I have 39,000. If I want to give 10% of hike, it will be like 28,600. This is because I used 0, so I would like to add it to 2. So I'll execute it again, and I have 2,8,600, 28,600, or 16,500, and so on. So this is how we can use arithmetic operators with the columns. Now the comparison operators, which is very important while we're using where clause. So comparison operator, we can compare the two fields like equal to. Supposedly we want all the employees, we want an employee whose ID is 101, then we can use like select star from employee where, and where emp underscore ID is equal to say 101. These are numeric, these are characters, so I use single quotes and then click on execute. So I have employee whose employee ID is 1. Supposedly I know the name, I can use it like employee ID Himanshu Verma, and then click on execute. So I don't have any employee whose employee ID is employee Verma, but I do have an employee whose name is Himanshu Verma. So I'll use select star from employee where name is equal to Himanshu Verma, and I have two Himanshu Verma, so it has given me both the records, Himanshu Verma, Himanshu Verma. So this is my unique key, so this cannot be double, so this will give me only single record. And if I say the name, we can have multiple name with same values. So this is the result. One Himanshu Verma is in department ID, another one is in department ID 4. One is in 1, another one is in 4. So this is how we work with where clause. We need to specify some condition. So here my condition is name is equal to Himanshu Verma. Supposedly I want to see an employee whose age is less than 25. So I'll use less than, click on execute, and I'll have all the employees whose age is less than 25. Similarly, I want to see the employees whose age is greater than 25. I'll use greater than sign and click on execute, and I have employees whose age is greater than 25. And if I want employee whose age should be say greater than, let's say salary is greater than equal to 15,000, say, it will give me all the results where the salary is 15,000 or is greater than 50,000. Similarly, I can do it with, if I want less than equal to, I want less than equal to 15,000, I can do it like that. So I have both the records having 15,000 as the salary and less than 15,000. If I want that, I don't want to see a salary whose salary is equal to 15,000. I want to see the salary which is not equal to 15,000. Then I'll use not equal to operator and click on execute, and I have all the salaries which are not 15,000. We can use this operator instead. Both are same, so I'm using this now, and this is not equal to again. So exclamation equal to and 2 less than and greater than sign gives me the same result. Both means not equal. Now I have some character operators. So if I want to see, if you want to apply some character operators, some operators which perform operations on characters are known as character operators. So in this, first one is like. Supposedly, I know the first name of the employee and not sure of the second name of the employee. So I can use it like, say I have where name like, and I only know the last name, that is Gupta. So I can use like percent Gupta. I know my last name is Gupta, so I'll use percent, which is a wildcard character, and it replaces all the field. If I use percent, it means you can anything before this you can give me in a result, retrieve me anything before Gupta, but I need the end characters to be Gupta. So if I select this, I have two results, Nikhil Gupta and Sahil Gupta. If I can do it like that as well. Say I only know I have middle name as Hill, and I use any strings before HIL, then HIL, and any strings after HIL. It will give me all the results. So if I execute, I again have two results. Why? This HIL and this HIL. Similarly, let me check what data do we have in this. So we have, let's say if I want like Himanshu, so I can use it like Himanshu. I only know Himanshu, and I know Himanshu percent. Then I execute, and it will give me Himanshu Verma, both Himanshu Verma. If we have some other name like Himanshu Nautiyal, then it will give me that as well. So Himanshu Sharma, it will give me Himanshu Sharma as well. So it will give me anything after Himanshu. It will compare Himanshu, and anything after it will be retrieved. Similarly, we have underscore as well. So let me check with employee ID, say emp ID, and like I'll use like underscore 01. Now what is underscore? Underscore replaces only one character, while percent sign replaces any number of characters. So if we don't know only one character and want to search that first character can be anything, and we want 01, so I'll execute it, and I'll have 101 and 201. So this replaces this gives any value followed by 01. So this is how the like operator works. Then we have concatenate operator, which is used to concatenate the fields. Supposedly I want to concatenate employee ID with name. I can do it like select emp underscore ID plus name, and name of the field I'm giving it emp underscore emp ID with name, say comma star from employee, and execute it. So if you see ID with name, I have 101 Nikhil Gupta, 102 Himanshu. It has concatenated it. Now if I want space in between them, I can use like this single quotes with space between them. and we'll have a space between them. If I want comma between them, I can use comma here and then execute, and it will be execute. It will give me 101 comma Nikhil Gupta. So this is how concatenation work. In Oracle, we need to have two pipes to do concatenation. Also, one more thing, I've used my custom column and comma star. So this is allowed only in SQL Server, not in Oracle. I can use it like this as well. If there are a lot of columns and I want to see any column first, say age comma star, I can do it like this, execute it, and my age will be at first place and in its original place as well because of this star. So we can do that in SQL Server, not in Oracle. But if we in Oracle, if we specify star, then it is star. If we specify some columns, then we have to specify the columns we need. So this is not allowed in Oracle, like comma star. We can use all. If we want to see all the columns, then we have to specify the names of all the columns in Oracle. So now logical operators. We have three logical operators: and, or, and not. So and means that we can have multiple condition as well. Now if we use multiple condition and we put and in between, then all the conditions must be true. And if we use or in between the two or more conditions, then one condition out of them must be true. One of them, not all, may or may not be true, but one is must. At least one should be true. Not will negate the results. For example, if a result is coming out to be false, it will make it true. If the result will coming out to be true, then it will become false. So let's start with that as well. Let me say select star from employee where age is less than 25 and salary is greater than equal to 15,000. So these both the conditions should be true, then only the result will be there. And I have two results whose age is less than 20 and salary is greater than or equal to 15,000. Let me do it with, let us say it age is greater than 25 now, and execute it, and we have two results whose age is greater than 25 and have salary greater than or equal to 15,000. Let me check what we have in my table and try to create one more query with or. So supposedly I'll say if age is equal to 20, and salary or salary, I'll say or salary is less than 15,000. So what will be my result? Say execute. So I have lots of results. It is giving me age with 24 and 26 as well, because in this case my age is equal to 20 but salary is not less than 50,000. I am using or operator, so either of them should be true. As I say, either of them should be true. If I change it to and, say, my result will be different. Now I don't have any combination like that. Now if I use equal to, I might have that. I execute and I have only one combination where salary is equal to 15,000 and age is 20. So this is how and or work. Now with like, say I want select star from employee where name is not like percent GUPTA and it will give me all the results. I think is not allowed here. Yeah, so it's name not like GOPTA %GOPTA. So now I have don't have Nikhil Gupta and Sahil Gupta in my results because I say not like. So in which row it will return true, it will make it false. Okay, so I can do it like this as well. I'll say like not like %HI % and execute it. So I have now only two results with me, not like. Similarly, where we can use it with not null as well. If say, as I told, we have one special operator as well, we can work with that, like select star from employee where phone number is null. So is operator is used with null. I'll execute it and we have only one record. And if I use where address is not null, where address is not null, so now it will negate the null. Not will negate the null, and I'll have all the values where address is not null, where address has some value. So here we have value Düsseldorf, so it has retrieved me this data whose address is Düsseldorf. This is how we can work with where clause and use these operators like logical, special, corrector, and comparison arithmetic operators. I hope you understood the concept of where clause and the operators, and if you like my video, click on like button, and please don't forget to subscribe because there are other videos coming up soon. Thank you very much.